Hi everyone, it's Anna from Sprintax here. We are delighted to share that Sprintax Federal e-filing is now live on the Sprintax tax preparation system. In this video, I will bring you through the Sprintax Federal e-filing process that will allow you to e-file your federal tax return. When you complete the Sprintax questionnaire and proceed through the order breakdown and payment stage, you will be ready to submit your 2020 US tax return. If you wish to e-file your federal tax return, you must confirm that you have not e-filed your 2020 tax return before. Once you select this option, you can select the Proceed with e-file option to move to the next step. If you prefer to mail your federal tax return, this option is still available. You can download your federal tax return, print it, sign it, and mail it to the IRS. Next up is the e-file authentication. To e-file your tax return, first you must electronically sign your tax return using the information requested on the screen. Before you can sign the return, we need to identify and verify your identity. We will ask you to provide information from your previous year federal tax return. If you filed a federal tax return last year, you can either provide your prior year adjusted gross income or self-selected 5-digit PIN. If you e-filed your federal tax return last year, you can select Yes to this question. If you have a record of your 5-digit PIN from last year, you can select Yes to this question and enter your 5-digit PIN in the box provided. If you did not e-file your federal tax return last year, or if you do not remember your 5-digit PIN, you can provide your adjusted gross income. Your adjusted gross income can be found on line 35 of your 1040 NOR, on line 10 of your 1040 NOR EZ, or on line 8B of your 1040 for 2019. Please ensure the information that you provide here is correct, as your e-file submission will be rejected if you provide incorrect numbers. If you are a first-time filer, please put 0 for your prior year adjusted gross income. If you filed an amended return for tax year 2019, please provide adjusted gross income from the originally filed tax return. You will be required to select any 5-digit number to electronically sign your current year federal tax return. Please enter any other digit other than 00000. Please ensure that you keep a record of this PIN in a safe place. You will need to acknowledge that this PIN is your signature for your income tax return, and you are now authorizing for transmission. In the next section, you will be asked about your Identity Protection PIN, or your IP PIN. If you opted for protection from tax-related identity theft, or if you are a victim of identity theft, the IRS will send you a notice with your IP PIN each year. An IP PIN is a 6-digit number that prevents someone else from filing a tax return using your Social Security number. The IP PIN is known only to you and helps the IRS to verify your identity when you file your tax return. If you received an IP PIN for filing your 2020 tax return, please enter it in the box provided. You'll be required to read the disclaimer and confirm that the information that you have entered is correct and you have examined your tax return. You'll be required to read the consent statements and confirm your agreement with these statements. You will then need to confirm that the Social Security numbers of each person on the return are correct. You will need to sign the above consent to disclosure by entering your date of birth. Once ready, you can select the e-file my return option to electronically send your federal tax return to the IRS. Once you have selected the e-file my return option, you will receive an email from noreply@sprintax.com with your one-time password. Please copy that password and paste it into the one-time password button available on the Sprintax system. Once you have entered your one-time password and click Submit, you will arrive at the final screen. Your federal tax return will be transmitted to the IRS and they will inform us if it was successfully accepted within 3 business days. We will notify you via email once we have the information that has been sent to us by the IRS. You can also log in to your Sprintax account and check the status there. Please note that this submission refers to your federal tax return only. So if you also had a state tax return, please ensure that you download it, print it, sign it, and mail it to the relevant authorities following the instructions provided in the file to you.